Oh my god. It's so bad. Oh my god. What is going on? I actually have no idea what I could possibly do anymore. So in the intro to this video, you could see that my recording, and I shouldn't say my recording, my PC, just generally speaking, has been performing not particularly great as of like the last month or so. And I haven't uploaded in the past few days, although it's only been like 4 days, so I guess it's not like abnormal or anything. But yeah, the specific reason this time why I haven't been uploading for the past few days is because I've mentioned it a few times already. OBS, as you can probably tell by the frame rate shitting itself, is not playing particularly nice with my computer anymore. And I originally thought this was because, you know, OBS was having issues, and I still think it is for whatever reason. Lately, OBS has not been playing very nice with my computer, and Streamlabs has also been doing this. But as you can see in the intro there, with Destiny as well, not only is it the recording super scuffed and fucked up, but it also caused my game to crash. So part of me wants to think that it's OBS causing my game to crash, but I have the distinct feeling that whether or not I'm recording or not, the game would still crash. I think I've been having so much PC trouble issues. It's been very annoying lately. And I'm gonna play this as much as I can in this video until the game inevitably decides to crash. Maybe I'll get lucky and be able to record a full video without it crashing, but you know, with my luck, probably not. Yeah, I'm kind of at a loss of what to do anymore at this point. So to preface, in case you don't know, OBS Studio is the recording software that I used, and I've had this computer for about 2.5, almost 3 years at this point, and I've always used OBS for recording gameplay footage. And like I said, up until about a month ago, I've had no performance issues, whether that be with OBS or my actual games. And in terms of my actual recordings and whatnot, you know, the frame rate is dipping here, as you can see, but this is not happening in my game. God, I hate you. You know, this is not a case of encoding lag and GPU overload, because there was a warning that you get in the corner on OBS if that is happening. And that's not what's happening here. In fact, I can actually pull this up and show that here on Task Manager, my CPU is only at 16-17%, and my GPU is only at 39, almost 40% total usage, and my memory there is being used up at 40%. So unless anybody's seeing this, you know, feel free to chime in, but I'm pretty sure this is like not a case of high component usage causing instability on my computer, unless it's something that I'm not paying attention to. I basically spent the last, I don't know, week or so, like just troubleshooting random shit, whether that be settings in OBS, settings on Windows, settings in my BIOS even. Oh, look at that, and my game crashed. Oh my god. This is what I mean. Like, nothing is being overused on my computer. I was about to say I even went so far as to replace the thermal paste on my CPU, because I was worried that maybe something about my CPU temps being high is the case there. But I mean, I'm sure my system runs, you know, a bit warmer than maybe it could or should, but it's not, I don't think, to the point that it would be causing errors in my applications or whatnot. I'm gonna load in here. I'm wondering where it's gonna put me, because I was literally in the middle of a comment there. But yeah, I've been scouring Reddit threads and OBS forums, and it's so annoying. I did try recording stuff with Shadowplay, and it seemed to work. You know, I recorded like a few minutes of the Zenless Zone 0 footage, and it was stable, seemingly. And I would switch to using Shadowplay if it weren't for the fact that mic settings there are not, I'm not able to get my mic to sound nearly as good with just Shadowplay and RTX voice than if I was using OBS with all the filters and whatnot. But, and also the settings for like setting up live streams and recordings is not nearly as like in detail as OBS is. So yeah, whatever setting or whatever fix or idea that you've probably thought of, I've seen it and I've tried it and none of it has worked. These enemies suck and I hate them. Yeah, maybe if I really have to, I'll switch to using shadow play, but it's just, I have no idea how to put a face cam on. That doesn't look like shit on shadow play. So we had tinkering with settings inside OBS and Windows and my BIOS and whatever setting or thing that you can change on your computer to help with this sort of thing is... I just died. I've messed with it and nothing that I've done has worked seemingly. And I'm assuming this is a like system issue that I'm having and not just an OBS one at this point, because my games are also crashing. Now, maybe it's a case that it is OBS that is causing my games to crash. I can't remember if I've crashed while not having OBS open, but just to preface, all the like frame drops in the video are not occurring on my actual screen, and it's also not a case of GPU encoder lag. And you know, like this is one of the things about being a small YouTuber, quote unquote, that sucks. And you know, I guess just generally being a small YouTuber sucks in the case that like you're not like popular or whatever, but I mean like stuff outside of actually making videos and whatnot. I mean, you know, things even outside of that, outside of making videos and everything. Well, hey there. Why are they just staring at me like that? Well, he gave me 2 of his swords. That's funny, because they're already dual wield. But yeah, it's like, it's one of those things where, you know, if I had I don't have the capabilities to fix this issue in the way that I think the only way I can actually fix it is, which is probably to just buy a whole new computer. And you know, like I said, I bought this computer about 2.5, 3 years ago, but even then, it's not like my computer, even by today's standards, has particularly bad specs or anything. You know, I have a 3080, I have an i9 12900K, which apparently that's like, I don't know if that CPU is actually good. I think it is good, but I think it just runs kind of hot. You need like decent cooling for it or whatever, but I mean, I assume that it has at least decent cooling, and I have 32 gigs of DDR4 RAM. And the only thing that I've done to the computer since I've gotten it is add a hard drive and 1 SSD to my knowledge. So I don't think it would be that causing issues, but yeah, if I had the capabilities to, I would just straight up buy a new computer at this point. But it's the type of thing where maybe if, you know, it was 3 years ago and my rent was still, what was it, like $900 a month, and I didn't have a car payment, you know, maybe I'd be able to actually afford a new computer. But my rent has like nearly doubled or tripled since then, and I have a car payment now, so you know, on top of helping with, you know, other bills and whatnot, I'm not in the position, especially with my job, to be able to afford another computer. You know, if I had a really good paying job or I made money off of doing this, you know, like a lot of money, then I definitely, you know, be able to just solve this issue by buying a new computer. But I'm not in the position to be able to do that, which really sucks, because like in terms of making videos and whatnot, like this is it. This is what I got. And if it dies on me or I have to stop using it, then that'll be it. I don't know if I'd ever be able to afford another computer. I'm totally gonna die fighting this thing, by the way, but that's not really important. But yeah, I guess this is kind of just like a cry for help from just the general populace, or if anybody with a shit ton of disposable income. I'm looking at you, Mr. Beast, or you know, someone of that delineation ever sees this video. I'm in a bind. I almost killed myself again. I don't know what to do. Financially, I can't afford another computer, even like one that's worse than the one I currently have. So yeah, I guess this is really just kind of like a cry for help at this point, because, you know, if you see this video and you want to share it with like, I don't know, like really popular like YouTuber, and I mean like really popular like YouTubers, you know, who feel like helping out a small YouTube channel like mine. You know, this is kind of a long shot, and I'm just kind of like, I'm kind of joking, but at the same time I'm kind of not, because on the off chance that, like, you know, I get somebody to actually help solve this issue financially, then, you know, I mean, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, or some stupid shit like that. Something like Eminem said it, I don't know. But yeah, that's kind of just like my long shot. Like, I need someone to help me somehow in some way. So yeah, if any big YouTubers or somebody with lots of money feels like doing some charity work, then yeah, helping out your boy getting a new computer would be very much appreciated. But yeah, realistically, what I'm probably gonna actually end up doing is, you know, I'm gonna make videos and stream as often as I can on this computer, and I guess regardless of what the actual footage looks like, because again, the footage that you're seeing is not indicative of what my actual performance looks like. I'm gonna stream as often as I can and make videos as often as I can. The quality of the footage is just gonna be however it ends up. You know, I originally thought the crashing had gone away because I had played a little bit earlier without my game crashing, but it seemingly came back. So low FPS footage and game crashes and all, I'm gonna try to make and stream as much as I possibly can regardless of that. So, but yeah, if you do see this video and you just feel like sharing it around with as much people as you possibly can, I don't even know how I would logistically set this up for like donations or whatever, but yeah, I'm gonna see if I can set up like a donation goal and counter for a new computer, because even if I wanted to go like take excessive steps and like go back to playing games on console, well, one, I don't have like a new console to play games on for that matter, but I would also still need a computer to record on, and then I would also need a capture card, so that's out of the picture anyways. But yeah, I'm gonna be streaming and making videos as much as I possibly can. So you know, channel memberships is one way to help support me, and then I think I have, yeah, there's the channel memberships and also the super chatting while I'm live streaming are probably right now the two biggest ways to directly help financially, if you have the ability to do so. Obviously, I'm not gonna just just like blatantly ask anybody to just shut up and give me money. You know, obviously only if you're like financially able to do so. I would obviously very much appreciate it, considering the absolute state that my life is in, that my channel is in, and the potential future of it. Memberships and super chatting while I'm live would help immensely. It's so weird. I've had this computer for almost 3 years, and only up until like a month ago, maybe, I started having issues. And the only thing that I've done since then, you know, I update Windows whenever it happens. I know some people recommend not doing that, but oh look, the game crashed again. Oh my god. I think I'm gonna just stop there with the gameplay for now, because it's getting really annoying, but I guess I'm gonna have to deal with it if I stream. But anyways, I know people don't recommend updating Windows because it can cause issues, but I mean, people say it also causes issues if you don't update it, so that's non-advice at that point. I originally thought it might have been the GPU driver that I was using, but not only did I downgrade my driver to an older version and the problem was still there, but I updated to a newer version that came out recently and the problem is still there. And the only thing that I've done in the month that my issues have started has been installing an SSD into my computer. But I originally thought that maybe it's like a power issue, but I mean, I don't remember how strong my power supply is in terms of like watts, but I don't think I'm reaching nearly the limits of my power supply. I've done literally anything you could think of trying to solve this issue, except for updating my BIOS, which I don't think it's recommended that you update it unless you're having issues. So I guess I could find a USB around here somewhere and do that. But you know, basically the point is that, you know, I wouldn't be asking for financial assistance in any way if I wasn't, you know, if I haven't already tried so many different things. You know, I hate asking for help just in general with things, but especially like asking for money. It's not something that I like doing ever, but I don't know what to do anymore. If this computer becomes unusable, then that's it for, you know, the whole making YouTube videos and streaming thing. I even tried stuff like using different monitors. I have 2 monitors, and I've tried using each monitor by itself. I've tried using different cables with each of them. And I guess the only other thing that I haven't tried is using a different GPU, but surprise, surprise, the poor person doesn't have a spare GPU to just slot in and test. But yeah, TLDR, my OBS issues seem to be indicative of a wider PC system issue, and maybe it's a Windows issue. That's the only thing that I can think of that, you know, has been constantly changing on my computer. But I mean, there's no way to get old versions of Windows. So, but yeah, my PC performance issue has degraded to the point that, you know, all my games are constantly crashing. OBS is not recording footage properly, and I'm not in the position to fix that financially by myself, whether that be just replacing individual parts or just buying a whole new computer. So yeah, I am going to be persevering for as long as I possibly can, you know, making videos and streaming. So yeah, if the footage is fucked up and, you know, there's crashing, you know, then I apologize for that. But like, I don't know what is causing all my issues. So yeah, if you do see this video and you want to help out in any way, sharing this video with as many people as you possibly can, and I mean literally anybody as you possibly can, would be super appreciated. It's really weird because you know, being a small YouTube video person, like, you know, it does get frustrating occasionally, not, you know, blowing up or getting tons of growth all the time, but I really think the enjoyment of actually just, you know, whether it's streaming and playing a game you like, or, you know, recording a video and even making the video and, you know, putting that up, the like creative process in that, the whole YouTube thing is just, I find it really fun and satisfying, and it would kind of suck to have this be the way that it just stops and ends abruptly. So yeah, if you do see this video, you know, obviously financial help would be very much appreciated, but sharing this video with as many people as you possibly can, and I mean that in the most literal sense, would probably be the most helpful thing that anybody watching this could do. So, but yeah, before my computer explodes, I'm gonna go ahead and end the video there. So if you did enjoy this video for whatever reason, and you want to help support the channel, then leaving a like and subscribing would be very much appreciated. But yeah, Mr. Beast, if you see this video, I bought 100 small YouTubers their dream setup video. Will probably kind of pop off. It would look super good. I'm just saying. But anyways, later.